Mike Bohn here at UFC 320 with Austin Vanderford, kicking off the fight week interviews here, man. UFC fight number 2. Are you still kind of getting used to this experience, or?
No, I just feel at home. I feel just ready to go and compete. I'm excited. I'm happy to be on pay-per-view in my second fight and just ready to go show my stuff.
This is probably like what you dreamed of, right? Like, I know the debut, not ideal circumstances, but this is probably the stuff you thought of when you're thinking of being a UFC fighter, right?
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, I stay prepared and ready all the time. So, just roll with it and enjoy the experience and have fun.
I spent some time at ATT like a few months ago. Saw you down there. We didn't get the chance to catch up, but like obviously such a great environment, such a great gym. How was your preparation through this one?
Great. I mean, checked all the boxes. I feel more prepared than ever, and especially having a full fight camp and all that. So, like I said, just really excited to go out and compete, show what I've got, and just go have fun.
Yeah, as you said, you're a stay ready, don't get ready type of guy. But how different was like your preparation for this, and how different do you feel going into fight week number 2 with the UFC?
I feel obviously more prepared, in better shape, and being able to focus on somebody for 8-10 weeks and stuff. I think, more than anything, I'm ready to go out and stop thinking about this guy, and then, get going and go get the W.
Think about the next one, do it all over again, right? When you look back at the debut, like, what did you think of it? Were you happy with it, like in hindsight, now that you've had some space to reflect?
Yeah, definitely. Given the circumstances, taking it on 4 days notice, but that was a really special moment, opportunity for me, and something that I dreamed of my entire career. I felt going into it, despite anything else, that there was just no way to fail. And I was happy to go out, especially get the finish and kind of give a taste of what's upcoming for me.
What did you think when they brought you Ramiz Brahimaj for this matchup?
I thought it was a really good matchup. I wanted a guy who was established in the UFC, had some fights and stuff, and just slowly make my way up. He's a really good grappler and a guy who I think, we can go out and really showcase what I'm all about.
Do you like this division for you? I know you've been in multiple in the past. Do you think this is where home is going to be?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, I've kind of talked about it before. 185 in Bellator was more so just the opportunity, and I saw a way, up to the top really quick, but my body size, I'm a 170er, and I definitely think that me at 170 is, shoulders above me at 185.
And obviously you have all like the resources and stuff through the UFC, the PI. Like, you didn't have that stuff really as available to you in Bellator. How much of a difference does that make for your weight cut and all those things?
Yeah, huge difference. But even before that, I hired a nutritionist who's been amazing and able to really get my weight down and get it down easy, and where I don't have to suffer. And the whole reason I went up to 185 too was I was kind of having a hard time making 170, and I just wasn't doing the right things as far as fight week diet and stuff. And now I have all that stuff tuned in, and like I said, it's almost easier for me to make 170 than 185.
I know you wish you made it here like years ago, and there was some talk about it. Probably came later than expected, but do you think that was all beneficial to like what you needed to do, to all those things you just said, knowing the experience of where you shouldn't be and where you should be, and all those things to make sure you maximize this opportunity here?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just from moving to American Top Team, just getting more experience and learning more, and I wouldn't trade the career path that I've had for anything. And I've talked about it before too, that who knows if I would have made it to the UFC right after the Contender. Looking back, I wasn't ready for it yet, and my skill set still needed to develop, and I just think it was the perfect time, and I'm fortunate to be healthy, not take a lot of damage in my career so far, and I think this is the perfect time for me to really make a hard push.
What do you think was missing from your game at that time?
I think experience more than anything. Just being at American Top Team and having the coaches that I have there, and the training partners, you know, and then also too, like experiencing losses and that mindset, you know, going into big fights like that, and just the way that I've been able to develop mentally, and I think has just been so crucial for everything. And I thought that, you know, that showcased in my debut for the UFC, and you know, the moment wasn't too big for me, and it was you know, I didn't build anything up more than what it was, and yeah, and I think that all just comes from experience and growing in the sport.
Do you think that'll make Saturday easier for you? Like, this is the biggest arena you've probably fought in T-Mobile, do you think?
Yeah. You know what? For me, I focus on my performance and going out, and you know, I'm not fighting the UFC. I'm fighting for the UFC. You know, and I've done a good job, I feel like, in the past few years of, you know, not making things bigger than what they are. And, you know, we go out and we fight every day in the gym and compete, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. And the most thing I'm focused on is my mentality and just going out and competing.
Do you feel like you're getting the best version of Ramiz here? Because he, to start his UFC career, and even before, was win one, lose one, win one, lose one for like 8 fights or so. He finally is on a streak now. Are you like, did you see anything from his last fight that was different from the ones before? And do you think that kind of brings the most dangerous opponent and version of himself into this fight?
I mean, yeah, but I don't look too much into it, and I want the best Ramiz. I want him to come out and be his best self, because that's who I want to beat. And, you know, it's not this fight right here. It's this fight and then moving forward. And I want the best guys that I can go against right now. So, you know, it's a ladder and just building myself up and trying to make a push to be the best in the world. So I definitely hope that that's what I get Saturday night.
You could argue welterweight's like the best division in the UFC right now. So deep that like top 15 had a lot of turnover this past like year and a half. How many wins do you think you'll need before like we're talking about you maybe getting a ranked fight or something?
Yeah, I think, you know, a couple wins and some big wins, especially go out and just continue to finish guys and just show my dominance, I think. And then I don't think I can be denied by that for sure.
Title fight coming up in November is on Makhachev moving up to welterweight. How do you think that goes with him and Jack Della Maddalena?
Man, I think, you know, obviously Jack is an incredible fighter, really good boxer, great fight IQ. But man, the Dagestanis and the wrestling and stuff, it's going to be a really tough fight. And Islam's not a small guy either. So I think he fits in well right there. And it's going to be a really interesting fight.
Do you like, when you look at the top of that division, like a lot of really good grapplers? I know Jack has the belt and he considers himself a striker, but like when you look at those guys, you're like, can't wait to get in there. I'm a good matchup for a lot of these dudes.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's, you know, 10 guys in the top 15 that I feel like I can compete with right now. And, you know, now it's just my job to go out and improve that. And we'll start off on Saturday.
We see Paige off camera there. She'll be in your corner, right?
Yeah, definitely have Paige in the corner, and yeah, we'll go out and just enjoy this entire process.
You guys, I know you have a lot of fun in life. What do you guys do to celebrate a UFC win in Las Vegas? Can you even think that far ahead?
Yeah, you know, I've got my whole family coming out from Alaska, and you know, just enjoy some time together. We just celebrated our 7-year wedding anniversary yesterday. So just some time to just enjoy each other, enjoy our family, and have a good time.
Congratulations on that. I just got married like 3 weeks ago. So it's a good time for everyone. September's a good month.
Let's go. Yeah, congrats.
I appreciate it, Austin. Thank you so much, man.